So, the best camera of 2019 could well be that new Panasonic S1 and S1R. Holy hand grenades. So if you haven't seen it already, the internet camera blogs are about to go insane after that product launch from Panasonic with the new Panasonic Lumix S1 and the Lumix S1R. Two brand new, just crazy high-end cameras from Panasonic. So they have launched a brief. They haven't given us the full details yet, but here's what these offer. Full frame, mirrorless, 4K. They're using brand new image sensors and the Venus engine processor. So there's a lot of new stuff going on under the hood. They've got a brand new, not only is a contrast detection and contrast phase detection autofocus, but a brand new AI autofocus. Not quite sure how that's going to compare to Canon's dual pixel focus, but considering the heat that Panasonic have had in the past for their AF systems, I would expect this to be a serious contender. The cameras offer all the pro features that you would expect, from weather sealing to dust proofing to ultra low temperature support. They both have dual SD slots which support both micro SD and XQD. That's exactly what you want. Sony have had this, Panasonic had it on the last camera, Canon oddly omitted it from their recent camera. 4K 60 FPS. Yes. A 3-axis touchscreen is coming for everyone who likes to do their video blogging. The big news here is these are, as well as being full frame, so that's a first for these the new Panasonic range, but they also support the L-mount system. And the L-mount Alliance is a new thing that Panasonic have done in conjunction with Sigma and Leica to bring all those L-mount lenses to this camera out of the gate. So out of the box, you're going to have these incredible lenses available. Plus, Sigma have committed to producing new lenses for this format. No other camera manufacturer have ever been able to release a brand new format with this amount of glass on day one. And they've basically launched two versions of the S series. There's the S1 and the S1R. The S1R is aimed at the really high-end pro market, and the S1 is aimed at a lower level market. So I think they both have the same body, they both look almost identical, but with the S1 being really aimed at the very top-end prosumer market. It's going after the big Canon and the big Nikon range of cameras. They offer optical image stabilization both in body and in the lens. And talking of lenses, Panasonic are also releasing a new series of S-mount lenses to go with the new camera. These include a 24 to 105mm lens and a 70 to 200mm lens. Natively, we're getting the three of the most common lens types from Panasonic as well. With the launch, Leica are releasing a range of adapters which will support all the existing Leica mounts, including the Leica TL, M, S, R, and a Cine range of lenses. These are all going to work on this camera out of the gate. And of course the Sigma native lenses. And these, because of the way this alliance is going to be formed, it'll be similar to how the Micro Four Thirds was handled by Panasonic in the previous cameras. So these cameras will come out, the firmware will work, the bodies will work, these will all work out of the door. Some of the Sigma lenses Sony had problems with when they launched. I mean, it's been solved now. But this should stop that issue happening with new bodies and lenses from the new Panasonic. So basically, I mean, I know this was quite a high-level preview. They didn't get into prices yet, although I think it's fairly safe we can expect these to be going in at the current range of bodies. The S looks like it's going in against a sort of a 6500 type area, and the R looks like it's going in at a GH5 area. Although being as they're an upgrade to both these types of cameras, I would expect them to come in at a bit of a premium price. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if the new S1R is above 2500. I would expect it to be an expensive camera, but I expect it's going to be awesome. The camera blogs are already losing their minds over these new cameras. Now, there's a couple of things they haven't given us quite that much detail on. So yes, 4K, 60 FPS, all these autofocus features, all these things look fantastic. But until we get some more hands-on, I'd be cautious about getting overly excited because, as we saw with the Sony I'm using now, some of its best features don't work when you do things like use the Wi-Fi remote or when you use a HDMI output. So some of the best, autofocus features and things don't work as you'd expect. So they're kind of tick box features, but they're not fully fleshed out. Canon are notorious for doing the same thing. That being said, the GH5, which these models are kind of going in slightly above, already offers pretty much a full range of functionality without those compromises. The only thing being it's a Micro Four Thirds lens, so it's a small sensor. But it does support all of that stuff out of the box. So naturally people are going to be comparing the level of features that you get with the new S series with their existing shooting range. I'm optimistic that we're going to get these fully fleshed out features and full frame with this new camera. I don't think there's going to be many compromises because I think Panasonic are pretty savvy. Their previous releases have all been aimed at the competition and aimed particularly at the competition's weak points. And these cameras aren't coming out for a few months yet, so this is just an announcement. So I think we can be optimistically excited about these new cameras. I would certainly say if you're in the market for a brand new camera right now, I would certainly hang on until more details of these new S cameras are released. And also, while it does look as if Panasonic may have just won the camera war, we haven't seen what Sony are bringing out yet. Canon have come out, which is with a bit of a bust, if I'm honest, with the R. Then Nikon has come out, and it's a good camera. It's a solid entry, but again, hasn't really set the world on fire. But Panasonic have come out with all guns blazing, and these things look incredible. So yeah, it's your turn, Sony. What are you going to bring to the table? They've got a very high bar to reach. So there we go. Now, a couple more things about this press release. They haven't forgotten Micro Four Thirds. They did just announce a brand new Micro Four Thirds lens, which looks fantastic. It's the new Leica DG Vario 10 to 25mm f1.7 Micro Four Thirds lens. That's a crazy wide lens. That is going to be interesting to say the least. So it's nice that they haven't forgotten their existing users too with this new lens announcement. Good job, Panasonic. Really looking forward to seeing what else is to come. So what do you think? Did you watch the press release? Have you been following the latest cameras coming out this year? I think it's exciting times for all of us. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of your camera choices. That's pretty much it for this quick and dirty little preview. As always, please leave your comments below, like, share. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button. It's all good. And thank you so much. Popping up on the right is the last video I recorded, and below that is the one YouTube thinks you should watch next. Sometimes it's the same video. Not my fault, YouTube did it. Thank you so much. See you in the next show. Bye.